Alright, I'm going to try to do this quickity quick. Alright, we're moving. You know this. You thought we weren't moving. You thought I was the most generous, sacrificial wife of all time. And then I changed my mind. No, here's what went down. I'm going to write a post about this because I do think it's informative and something that maybe everyone should think about within their own relationships. But here's the deal. I mean, things obviously have really gone bad for us here, and that cannot be underestimated. Not underestimated, I mean emphasized. Bad, 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 in every possible way. The only upside was that Mr. F has enjoyed his job more and been personally fulfilled by his job. It doesn't mean every part of his job has been good. The fact is, he doesn't deal with our finances, so, you know, he could be making $30,000 more or $30,000 less, and he doesn't know. He just knows that I pay the bills. You know what I mean? I'm the one who deals with the financial stress, and, you know, decides that. I'm the one who makes up the difference, people. Like, if we don't have money, you know who is making 21 freaking meals from scratch for $60 a week. And if we do, then, you know, we can get a pizza. So, I'm the one who makes up the difference. I'm the one who has to work 35 hours a week babysitting for less than minimum wage to make up the difference. He just goes to work and does the same thing no matter what. I mean, really, he doesn't have anything to do with our finances. I'm the one who tells him, like, yo, we can't afford to pay our, you know, mortgage. He doesn't know. That is a good thing, because when he did know, woo, it did not go well. We were in serious debt. And I will say that despite all of these pay cuts, we have absolutely no debt except for our mortgage, which we pay on time. I mean, we're not in, I mean, like, really, I will pat myself on the back for that. Like, I have really stepped up and done what needs to be done to make our lives work, which has been a valuable lesson that we can't underestimate, because it gives us so much more freedom in what we do next, because I now know, before we made lots more money, people, and still did not think that we lived an extravagant life and that we were wasting money, you know, like, and we weren't living an extravagant life, but I would never have thought we could cut the way that we have, and now I know what we can, and I know what is our real true bottom limit financially, and it just gives us a lot more freedom to make a choice based on our happiness, knowing what's the minimum we can do, which is why we can do this move, because it's not paying us more. But I know that I can do it. I know that it won't be easy, and I know we'll have stress, but I do know that, like, the difference between living here and having the stress is the resentment that this is not the way it was supposed to be, and that we don't have any other perk. And going there, knowing that I'll have a very strong support system, family-wise, you know, friend-wise, and, you know, I don't have to worry about what to do about schools and everything. I mean, everything is better. Better insurance and way better doctors. And we can go back to Kids Original Surgeons, which I cannot tell you how important that is to me personally. I mean, like, crazy. I mean, crazy important. And funnily enough, when I told her we were moving back to Michigan, I mean, she's sad because she's been going to kindergarten, first grade. These are her friends now. But she said, I'm like, you get to go back to see Dr. Maya with your eye surgeon. And she's like, yeah, that's the one thing I'm excited about. And she's serious. So, you know, it really makes a difference. When you're a kid and you have to have surgeries and, you know, there's things wrong with you and you have to spend as much time as we have to spend dealing with medical issues, having good doctors that your kids trust and like is something you cannot replace. So I'm really excited about that. Because the reality is she'll have more eye surgeries. Plenty of. And there's also lots of other stuff going on with her that I have not talked about, and on blog. And I'm really happy to be back in a place with lots of pediatric experts and specialists, and that we will be able to get her the help she needs when she needs it. Whereas here, it's just not the case. I'm not saying all the doctors here are bad, but there's like a pediatric specialist for some of her problems, and for some of her problems there isn't even one. So it makes a difference. It makes a big difference to me too to have a pediatric ER. So, because you may know, we have spent plenty of time in the ER. Also, our new health plan has an ER copay. Our current one did not, and we have been to the ER, I don't know, 2 times, you know, and that's just like straight money we have to pay. I mean, it's killing us. So anyway, all of that, great, but my main point was this. The point was not, and this was maybe a tad bit misleading, but that we would be staying here. That's not ever going to be a feasible option. The point was to take this job in Michigan or wait and take the next job and hope that maybe the next job would be as fulfilling while still paying more and having all the other benefits that his current job has. Like, he actually really likes to have like a lifestyle magazine with lots of different things, so it's more interesting and whatever. But we don't get to choose what comes next. And I can guarantee you what's coming next is not going to be Michigan. And what if we go to, you know, some other place, some other random regional city, and hate it, and then have to move again in 2 years? Or, you know, so many things. When we have come here, it has only highlighted how much better Ann Arbor was for us as a family, and that we were ready to just be like, we wished we could have just stayed and commit to living there and raising our kids there. I mean, I really think it's a fantastic place to raise kids, and we were naive to think that that was maybe less unique. It really is a unique situation. Okay, and then to have this benefit of being able to move back while it's cheap. I mean, we're not moving back to a place that doesn't have, I mean, we're moving back to a place that still has all the amenities of what was a very expensive place to live regionally, and buy in crazy cheap. So it's like an awesome, awesome opportunity for us. I mean, you know, that's it. I mean, to be real, I mean, we can get a house for a third to half the price of this house, and our new mortgage payment, even if we, you know, because some people might be like, don't do it, rent there. People, our mortgage payment will be a third of what rent would be. So we will be buying. And, I mean, it's just crazy, crazy how much better it will be for us financially. So, in the long run. So that's what's going on with that. But also, I guess my main point that I keep not getting to is this whole idea that, like, waiting for Mr. F to have this perfect job as if his happiness is the only happiness that, like, you know, is like that we orbit around and affects our life. His happiness made a big difference, but that's not accounting for the fact that my unhappiness has possibly also clearly made a big difference in the whole same system, and that, you know, the kids are home with me all the time. And I have truthfully been depressed most of the 20 months we've been here. Depressed when we first moved here for about 4 months, then I broke my butt, and then I was on painkillers. I cannot even remember the next 3 months. Seriously, can't. I have zero memory from what happened after breaking my butt until like May. And then that cycled into a whole pain and depression, and then, you know, all the pay cuts, and then losing the health benefits. I mean, like, it's been a rough time for me. And then having to watch kids, which isn't what I wanted to do, and how much stress that is on my energy level and time. And sometimes when I'm reading my blog, and there'll be those little links at the bottom, and I'll see myself from Ann Arbor, and it's like undeniable how much happier I look, you know, and I just feel like, oh, you know, letting him stay to try to get some perfect ideal job that might not happen, and choosing for me to be in this state potentially, you know, for years, is just crazy, you know, and I need to give myself the same level of importance as he has, because the truth is, if, you know, I'm unhappy, that's affecting my whole family, you know. And I mean, really, I mean, I just know that I went from someone who did not let my kids watch TV to someone who now is just kind of like, whatever, you know, I'll leave it on, because I don't have energy after I've taken care of kids all day and then try to keep the house clean and tackle the stress of living on no money. I don't have the energy to fulfill my kids in a different way. I have to, you know, like, that's the truth, is I'm pretty much, I mean, I still am an overachiever, I'm not going to underestimate that, and I still probably meet my kids' needs, you know, to an exceptional level, but for me, my standards are so low that it's, like, embarrassing to me, and I know that moving will allow me to regain my standards and just take my life back. I mean, I've been spending the last 20 months just trying to survive this, And that is not a way to live, people, when we can just easily go, we have this random gift of an opportunity to go back and change our life. So that's what we're doing.